My beloved Squarp Pyramid won't turn on. Excuse the mess on my desk. So what I've done is I've bought this USB tester, and let's see what we can do with this. This is not the power supply that I'm holding here. This is a known working power supply. Which way up do we go? It's USB, so you're always wrong. Okay, 5 volts, no amp draw because nothing going through it at the moment. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty consistent, right? Yeah, just above 5.05, 5.07 volts. Not too spiky. That one says Pyramid on it. It was working, and it just like gradually started to cut out, and then didn't work at all. And the power lines are the outside too, basically. Oh, I can hear it whistling. I can hear that power supply whistling. That ain't good, is it? Probably won't pick up on the video, but yeah, absolutely dead as a doornail, nothing. So I have another power tester. This is my old one I couldn't find. I know this one works, but let's pop it in. Dead. Absolutely dead. And if I go back to my known working power supply, grubbing around it, and plug this in just to demonstrate that this also works, it's fine. So I'm getting 5 volts, no amps drawn because nothing plugged into it. So it's the power supply. Phew! I've pulled the power supply apart and I've given it a sniff test. I mean, literally. That smells burned. I think, is that an inductor or something? It's this component. Let's check this voltage drop. 290 millivolts. Nothing the other way. That diode is probably good. Is that a 4000? Alright, so I'm going to get just some no clean flux on here. This isn't the good stuff. I might need the good stuff, but it's much easier to dab on a little bit of this than it is to use the goopy stuff. Right. Hey, how about that then? Let's see what we've got here. Let's turn that horrible contraption off. See if we're actually soldering you need it. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what that is. I think it's an inductor. I just want to get a bit of flux on this. Come on, there you are. That's way too much flux, which is the only amount of flux it's possible to use. Okay, put that back in the bottle. Great stuff, flux helps solder flow. And maybe, oh, there we see that flowed much better. So maybe reflowing that with some flux has helped. Seems a little sketch, but then again, it's going through a massive coil. So if I set my meter to resistance instead, so what have we got here? I've just put that right in my eye line, haven't I? Right in my hand line. Resistance 35 ohms, open circuit. So there, it's no ohms there, but on the leg, it's jumping all over the place. I mean, I haven't got a very good grip on it. So let me simplify matters. Annoy people by putting the red on the black. There we go. And now I can just, yeah, 4 ohms. So it's got more resistance on the leg. Isn't that bizarre? So I think we're flowing more solder down that. That might resolve matters, but I'm just going to give it another little stroke. See if there's like stroke some solder up it or something. Time I really need my extractor. I don't turn it on. Yeah, there we go. We're getting continuity. Marvelous. Right, let's see if we can actually get this thing back together and actually get some power out of it now. So let's clean off these legs before we do. Just getting a little bit of the excess off, that'll do. bit more heating time than I normally would. There we go. Got my iron at 357. Just like the Magnum. All right, I'm going to reassemble this. I don't want to screw it back in, but I don't want an open power supply to blow up and fling a capacitor in my face or anything. Yeah, I mean, it should be taken as read. I don't really know that much what I'm doing. I am not an example, and I've left my flipping tape on because I am literally the instincts of a child. Right, noise. Here's the breakout board to which it is connected. Let's see if we get any voltage. Set to voltage, set to DC, ground. We got voltage! I did a thing! Alright, now let's get it in the funky meter. And it's working. Solid 5.8 volts. Wow. I've got to be honest, I do actually have to try this now. And I'm just going to switch it on and see what happens. I wonder if the fault's caused with the fact I turn everything on from the wall instead of using the power buttons. Like I leave everything powered on and then just turn it on all at once. It's probably a stupid thing to do, isn't it? All right. Yeah! Ha! Oh. Stoked. So in summary, the fault seemed to be the inductor had a cold joint on it. I'll never trust this power brick and use it, I don't think, because that sequence is too precious, but it's good to know I got it going again. Don't take any advice from me. I don't really know what I'm doing, like what you're doing. But yeah, that was a fun little project.